Mike Blair here. We'll kick off with questions on Zoom and then open up to the physical media as well.
Mike, can you maybe, you put so much into that match and came away with a couple of losing bonuses. In the end, did you leave yourselves too much to do after going 15-0 behind in the first half?
It was definitely a disappointing first quarter of the game. I didn't think we were quite there mentally. At the start, we gave the Bulls a couple of easy ins into the game through not being switched on enough. But on the positive side, the way that we came back from that, the guts and courage and skill that we brought to the game, I thought was absolutely outstanding. But I think you're right there. There was probably too much of a cushion at the start, but at the same time, we got ourselves back into a position to win the game.
How satisfied are you from that? I mean, because you could have won it, a couple of kicks and you would have won it. There must be an immense pride as well as the frustration of losing.
It's huge pride, Stuart. I thought it was an outstanding effort. The way we defended our line a couple of times, the effort and work rate off the ball, I thought was outstanding. And it's just getting that consistency where we get that the whole time and we're switched in mentally every moment. Because at this level, if you drop off a couple of times, that's when you're conceding points.
Thank you.
Henry looked understandably gutted at the end there, Mike. Did you have to console him at all? Did you take any blame on his shoulders for that?
We're looking at the game exactly the same as where that kick went over or didn't go over. The pride I talked about before, that was there throughout the game. Henry isn't a frontline kicker, and he stood up and he wanted to do that. It was a difficult kick. He didn't make it, and he's obviously distraught about that. But of course, we've caught up, and I thought I had an outstanding game apart from that. So, I think the game was lost around other parts in that last 10 minutes, and not in around that kick.
You must feel that kind of Darcy's moving into world-class territory as well, the way he's been playing.
He's outstanding, isn't he? I've spoken to him already about putting the ball down with two hands or diving, because it just gives me the heebie-jeebies, the old one-handed when the ball's sweaty. But he's outstanding. I thought was it the third try there with Bill's pass and Henry's pick up, and Darcy's score in the corner was just another one of those brilliant moments from the guys inside, and Darcy obviously finished off well. I think it was the first try when he stepped back off his right foot, and it looked like he was doing it half pace the way he beat that last man. So he's in some form at the moment.
Thanks, Mike.
Mike, how are you looking for your injuries? I'm thinking Blair, maybe Luke Crosby, Yako.
Let's go through one at a time then. Sorry, I'll forget them. So.
I think I've already have.
Yeah,
Blair to start. Blair pinged on.
Yeah, Blair just picked up an overnight illness. He was just being sick. We don't expect him to be, out of training for long. Yako is a head knock. As you know, with head knocks, we just have to wait and assess. But he had to come off because of the impact, where the impact was, and his immediate reaction to that. We'll wait on him once he goes through his HIA process, and Luke was the same.
That's fine. Okay, that's fine, Mike. That's fine.
We okay from?
Yeah. That's great.
Thank you. Is anyone?
Thank you.
Hello. Yeah, we try and talk about balance in our game, having the ability to put a team under pressure by what we do with the ball in hand, but also with our kicking game and our defence as well. And I thought on the whole we did that pretty well. A couple of times we could have done a little bit better around our kicking game, I think. But as you say, that the tries and some of our attack shape that we were able to put on the pitch with some of the individuals we got and how they buy into the collective, I thought there's some outstanding stuff to do. It's difficult. We are missing a few frontline kickers. So Yaka would have been there, Blair Kinghorn would have been there, Emiliano Buffelli is obviously away with Argentina at the moment. And I love the way Mark Bennett last week and this week has stood up and said he'll do it. He had a cracking conversion, the first one from the touchline. Then he took a knock right at the end there, so that might have been within his range. So it's a really difficult one because Henry's not a frontline goal kicker, but he put his hand up and he was good to go for it and wanted to do it, and unfortunately it wasn't quite there. Well, it was pretty hot today, and I was just going up some stairs, and I was struggling a bit with the altitude and the heat. So the ways that the guys dug in was outstanding. To play at 30 degrees this time of year is tough, but last time we were here it was hot and humid and difficult in Johannesburg as well. So it's the boys love being here in South Africa. It's a great opportunity for us to get away as a group and spend more time to each other and them to get closer. But disappointing not to come away with a win, but just really proud of the effort that the guys put in today.
Okay, anything else?
Okay.